Opposition bloc India was dealt a jolt Wednesday when Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee cut Congress out of TMC's Lok Sabha poll plan for the state, saying the party would go it alone on its turf while keeping the door ajar for post-poll adjustments at all India level. She said TMC would do whatever is needed to defeat BJP. Referring to Congress MP Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, Mamata said, drawing up a route that passes through Bengal without keeping its India ally Trinamool in the loop was discourteous of the grand old party. Mamata said Congress had been rejecting her proposals from the very beginning and had not held any discussion with TMC in 2 weeks. Whatever is being said are blatant lies. I request everyone, including a section of media, not to propagate that. Party spokesperson Kunal Ghosh said accused Congress of double standards. They said in Delhi that TMC is a critical India partner. In Calcutta, its leader ridiculous. This cannot go on. The reality is that Congress did not win a single assembly seat in Bengal in 21 polls. A TMC MP said the party had othered the alliance Dharma and been courteous despite Bengal Congress chief Adhir Chaudhry's pathetic and nasty comments against TMC. Varanasi District Judge VK Vishwesha ruled Wednesday copies of ASI survey report on Gyanvapi Mosque complex should be given to both Hindu plaintiffs and Muslim respondents in the Srinagar Gori case. Without providing the copy, it will not be possible for them to file objections against it, the judge said. The Hindu side whose plea led to a scientific survey being ordered and Gyanvapi's custodian Anjuman Masjid are required to make applications to access the report. This coincided with ASI submitting its report to the Fast Track Court of Varanasi Civil Judge Prashant Singh. Binay Singh AIM had challenged the survey ordered in High Court and then in Supreme Court. Both upheld the district court's order. Average household income in India has increased around 12% since the COVID pandemic induced fall, with the poorest seeing an over 75% jump, a new survey has estimated. While average annual household income increased to rupees over 3.6 lakh in 22-23, for the poorest it rose to rupees 1 lakh 14,000. That was 16% below the 25 level of rupees 1 lakh 37,000. Post-pandemic, the poorest 20% households saw income levels shrink 52% from 15 to 16. These are findings of the latest round of ICE 360-degree survey by private economic think tank People Research of India Consumers My Economy that were shared exclusively. During 2021, average household income levels had dropped below 15-16 level in the bottom three income groups. By 22-23, incomes of all five groups had recovered strongly in the wake of strong economic growth during last 3 financial years. Rohan Bopanna, Peppersold beard, speaks of a durability that has survived the test of time. At age 43, he will be the oldest ATP doubles number 1 in history when the new rankings came out on Monday. Bopanna and his Australian partner Matthew Ebden scored a 6-4, 7-6 win over 6th-seeded Argentina's Maximo Gonzalez and Andrews Molteni in the Australian Open quarterfinals here on Wednesday. The match that started on court number 3 was continued and finished on the Margaret Court Arena because the players spotted bubbles on the court, which toyed the bounce forces the last 8 clash to be shifted across the grounds. Bopanna and Ebden 36 have same number of ATP doubles ranking points now, but Bopanna will be number 1 because he has played 3 fewer tournaments. Delhi police has recently cracked a murder mystery using artificial intelligence to identify a victim. This could revolutionize policing and investigation, especially in case of missing persons and absconding suspects. In this case, AI resurrected the deceased in his photograph to make his face recognizable. His family recognized him in a poster and reported his disappearance. Cops analyzed his mobile phone and internet activity, scanned CCTV footage and zeroed in on 3 of his friends. The trio has allegedly killed Singh over a monetary dispute. They have been arrested. A copy each of ASI survey report on the disputed Ganwapi mosque complex should be given to both the Hindu plaintiffs and Muslim respondents in the Srinagar Gori case, Varanasi District Judge Ajay Krishna Vishwesha ruled on Wednesday. This coincided with ASI submitting its report to the fast-track court of Varanasi Civil Judge Prashant Singh. The Hindu side, whose petition led to a scientific survey being ordered, and Ganwapi's custodian Anjuman Intijamiya Masjid are required to make applications to access the report. Without providing a copy of the survey report to the parties, it will not be possible for them to file objections against it. In the interest of justice, it is necessary that the copy of the survey report will be provided to the parties to the suit, said Judge Vishwesha, who had ordered the ASI survey in July last year. The plaintiffs in the case, which involves the right to daily worship of the Hindu deity in the Ganwapi complex, had requested that the report be sent to the email ID of the council. The district court said if that there be allowed, then the report should also be sent to the council of the respondent in the case. It did not fix the date by when ASI has to give the report. A lawyer representing the Hindu side told reporters Judge Vishwesha wanted the litigants to give an affidavit, each mentioning they won't make the report public, although the order does not mention any such requirement. AIM has challenged the survey order in Allahabad High Court and then in Supreme Court. Both upheld the district court order, following which the survey started on August 4 last year. ASI submitted its survey report to the district judge on December 18 in a sealed envelope. On January 3, ASI moved another application urging the court to defer the opening and disclosure of the contents of the survey report for 4 weeks. It cited Allahabad High Court's December 1923 order in the original Ganwapi suit, upholding a Varanasi civil court's order to survey the entire Ganwapi compound. Security vehicles and gun-toting personnel equipped with tear gas canisters cordoned off an Imphal street in the vicinity of the historic Kangla Fort on Wednesday as Arambai Tengol, a radical outfit, holds a meeting with 40 MLAs and 2 MPs of the valley. The group claims to extracted a written assurance from the legislator to convey its demand of the centre. Canada's Foreign Interference Commission, which was set up to probe China's alleged involvement in influencing Canadian federal elections, wants to investigate alleged Indian interference too. The commissioner of the inquiry that was initiated last September has asked the Canadian government to provide documents related to alleged interference by India. The development comes at a time when diplomatic ties between India and Canada are under severe strain because of allegations that India masterminded the killing of Sikh separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar in British Columbia last year. The row ignited by Canada's claims, which were not backed by any evidence, as the Indian government has maintained, saw India expelling 41 Canadian diplomats, saying they were interfering in India's internal affairs. Canada had created the commission to respond to the concerns over foreign interference in 2019 and 21 federal elections. The commission will also examine the flow of information within the federal government in relation to these issues, evaluate the actions taken in response, assess the federal government's capacity to detect, deter and counter foreign interference, and make recommendations to those issues. The Commission will complete an interim report due by May 3, 24 and deliver its final report by December 31, 24, it said Wednesday. The panel is also probing the alleged involvement of Russia and Iran. The polls show Liberals led by Justin Trudeau getting re-elected. Leader of New Democratic Party Jagmeet Singh wanted the inquiry to also look into India's role in influencing the outcomes of those polls. Rajasthan's Education Department issued an order on Tuesday night making Surya Namaskar practice mandatory at all schools, government and private, across the state till February 15. State Education Minister Madan Dilawar said Surya Namaskar will initially be mandatory during morning prayers at all schools and a further decision would be taken after February 15. Teachers have opposed the move, saying it will increase their non-academic work and consume students' classroom time. As per State Director for Secondary Education Ashish Modi's order, students will be made to perform Surya Namaskar on Surya Saptami in all schools and the department will impart Surya Namaskar training to students and teachers before February 15. First, teachers and students will be trained by yoga experts, then students, parents, villagers and public representatives will join the campaign on February 15. The Education Department has also instructed officials to register information on students, teachers, parents, local public representatives and the general public who perform Surya Namaskar on the Shala Darpan portal at 2 p.m. the same day, which will then be sent for world record recognition. The order mentions there should be separate practice of boys and girls in schools and the health and age of students must be checked in advance. A student should practice Surya Namaskar every day after the morning prayers, as we are able to do everything only due to sunlight. There will be a big program on Surya Saptami which will motivate people to exercise, Dilawar added. Union Cabinet on Wednesday held the Pran Pratishtha ceremony at the Ram Temple and congratulated PM Modi for heralding a new era by boosting the nation's morale and its cultural self-confidence, calling him a Jannayak, an unprecedented development that formally elevated Monday's ceremony in Ayodhya to a day of a national accomplishment. Mr. Prime Minister, we heartily congratulate you for the consecration of the idol of Ramlala. This marks the fulfillment of a 500-year-old dream of Indian civilization. A resolution pushed and moved by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said. Delhi's air quality deteriorated to severe on Wednesday as the air quality index touched 409. The Commission for Air Quality Management in a meeting decided not to implement the Graded Response Action Plan Stage 3 measures as the AQI is expected to recede to the very poor category on Thursday. The CAQM said in a statement that its subcommittee for operationalization of GRAP met on Wednesday and took stock of the current air quality scenario and forecast of meteorological conditions as well as the projected air quality index by India Meteorological Department or India Institute of Tropical Meteorology. The subcommittee, while comprehensively reviewing the air quality scenario and relevant aspects, noted that as per the air quality forecast by IMD or IITM, Delhi's average AQI is likely to improve. Therefore, it was decided by the subcommittee unanimously to watch the situation for a day or more before considering involving stage 3 of GRAP. The ongoing preventive or restrictive actions implemented under stage 1 and 2 of GRAP will continue to for present and subcommittee will keep a close watch on the situation for further decision, the CQM statement said. Central Pollution Control Board's data shows that the AQI of the national capital was 333 on January 22 in the very poor category. It deteriorated slightly to 368 on Tuesday and worsened to severe category on Thursday. Experts said air quality deteriorated as local and regional sources of emissions continued to remain high and bursting of firecrackers added to the existing pollution. Unfavorable meteorological conditions including a drizzle on Tuesday night, calm wind conditions, dense fog, low temperature and inversion caused pollutants to get trapped. Though rain helps in setting down the pollutants, a drizzle causes deterioration in air quality. Sunil Daya, an analyst with the Center for Research of Energy and Clean Air, said firecrackers would have definitely added to the pollution load, but meteorological is playing a major role in all other consistent sources operating as usual. In January, Delhi has recorded two severe AQI days. The last time Delhi saw a higher AQI was on January 14 at 447. According to the Air Quality Early Warning System for Delhi, which is forecasting body under the Union Ministry of Earth Sciences, the air quality is likely to be in very poor category from Thursday to Saturday. Health and education are again expected to be the key focus areas of Delhi's government when it presents its next budget. Both the sectors are likely to get an increased financial outlay. Delhi Assembly's budget session is expected to be held from February 15 to 20. Among focus areas would be augmentation through the opening of new hospitals and expansion of existing wards, inauguration of health centers, and the spread of mohalla clinics to reduce neonatal mortality rate. There will also be stress on increasing public health expenditure as a percentage of gross domestic product and raising the number of institutional deliveries. A senior Delhi government official said there would be an increased outlay for infrastructure building of hospitals as well as ensuring the old ones are completed. While announcing expansion of health projects last year, CM Arvind Kejriwal said 11 new hospitals were being built and the infrastructure of old facilities is being upgraded, adding 16,000 beds would be added. The 11 hospitals will have 10,000 beds. These include facilities at these hospitals. According to the sources, the budget is also likely to have a provision for ASHA workers who have protested poor working conditions and bare minimum salaries in the past. The official said ASHA workers are the backbone of the health sector and play a key role in reducing infant mortality. Delhi government had marked rupees 9,000 crore in 23 budget for health sector. There is need of advanced equipment in some hospitals, including testing machines like MRI, X-ray, CT scan. There is likely to be fund allocated for purchasing equipment to provide timely treatment, said an official. On Wednesday, BJP claimed that the Delhi Lokayukt had issued notices to former Minister Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain in connection with the alleged fund irregularities in construction of classrooms. Hitting back to the opposition party, Aam Aadmi Party said in a statement the allegations of BJP leaders are unequivocally baseless, defamatory, and intended to maliciously tarnish the worldwide appreciated Delhi's education model. Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva said that he welcomed the notice issued by the Lokayukt. In 19, BJP MP Manoj Tiwari had alleged financial irregularities in the construction of 12,000 classrooms in government schools at a cost of rupees 2,000 crore. He had complained to the Lokayukt claiming that the work could have been done for a maximum expenditure of rupees 800 crore. Counsel of the MP Amit Tiwari claimed the Lokayukt said in the court that it would issue a notice stating that before proceeding further it would like to hear from the respondents. Manoj Tiwari had alleged as the intent was corruption so as to evade proper screening by senior government officials. If the proposal lawfully went to the cabinet, then PW Minister Satyendra Jain made engineers cut down the total work of rupees 900 crore into 16 small tenders. The work was supposed to have been completed in 2 years with a delay penalty clause, but went for 5 years, the MP alleged. Instead of relying penalties for the delay, the PWD engineers, under pressure of government, allowed the contractors to claim cost escalation, he mentioned. In a sharp reaction to the allegations, AAP said for a staggering 9 years, exhaustive investment have yielded not a single rupee of corruption. They can probe us endlessly. The truth remains unshaken. Education is our first and foremost focus, yet they relentlessly attempted to obstruct and impede our crucial work. They are trying to jeopardize the future of the student through such repeated obstructions. AAP also challenged BJP to come out of a list of 10 schools in BJP ruled states that could compare those run by Delhi government in terms of quality. Despite the relentless hindrances of the opposition. We are with Delhiites and the children of Delhi. We remain unswayed by threats, unwavering committed to ensuring quality education for every child in Delhi, regardless of their income status, said the AAP statement. Being world's largest democracy, India's future lies in the democracy that needs to be delivered till the last line. According to External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who addressed students on the future of Bharat at Miranda House on Wednesday, he said this should not be taken for granted because many other societies could not build democratic traditions, practices, and ethos way we have. When a student inquired about democracy backsliding in India as claimed by foreign media, Jaishankar rebuffed it as agenda driven and politically partisan. The minister underlined that India's strength lay in tradition, technology, and talent. He added that India, being one of the oldest cultural civilizations in the world, should not have to Western modernity but believe that Indian modernity is based on who we are and what we wear. Calling the students to support the country's craftsmen, Jaishankar said, patriotism is not what you shout as a political slogan. We have to live nationalism. If we cannot support, we say, silk making in Banaras, it will vanish because somebody in China will be substituting it. The minister had a lively interaction with the students at the event. A certain razor on the conference line by the Suwakt, the college Model United Nations Club, on January 27 and 28. A student asked what is the role of India in future building a worldwide constituency was. Jaishankar cited from his own book to say, in a tough world, not everything works with persuasion. Sometimes जब नहीं मानते हैं, we have to move on other forms of persuasion. On the complexities of diplomatic relations with other countries, the minister said, how do you keep your relationship with Russia while you build relationship with America? A big country like India should not pin down one side because of freedom to make decisions then becomes diluted. More we are at the center of things, the better off we can be. As of the Israel-Palestine war, the external minister said that what happened in Israel on October 17 last year was a terrorist attack that needed to be condemned. But when there were also other pressing matters such as the hostage issue and need to create a humanitarian corridor to reach relief to the war affected, soon the underlying issue will come in front, and that is about what is the future of Palestine will be, Jaishankar said. A teacher who attended the session said, I was sick but came for the talk knowing Jaishankar is witty and highly qualified. How often do you have a foreign minister in your colleges delivering a talk? Enforcement Directorate on Wednesday questioned NCP MLA Rohit Pawar for more than 11 hours in a money laundering case in connection with Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank scam, while his party supporters shouted slogans the entire day. ED has summoned him again on February 1. After leaving ED office, Rohit addressed his supporters saying, Pawar Sahib supports those who fight, not those who run away. I request you all to be ready for a long struggle. Wednesday became a show of strength for Rohit, who first met his grand-uncle Sharad Pawar at the NCP office and took his blessings before walking to ED office, around 100 meters away with his aunt MP Supriya Sule around 11 am. Hundreds of NCP supporters had gathered outside the party house. Police had put up barricades to prevent them from entering ED house. Rohit left ED office after 10 pm. Sule and some leaders waited the entire day for his return, except for taking short breaks. Several posters of Rohit Pawar came up in Ballard Estate, where NCP and ED offices are situated. The posters read, despite the ED notice, Rohit will not change his ideology. Maharashtra will not bow down before Delhi. Around 250 policemen, including riot control police, were deployed to control the crowds around evening as the supporters got aggressive and tried to remove the barricades. Sule requested them to maintain peace. Sule said Rohit will give a fight. People love and respect a leader who fights against the establishment. Sharad Pawar stationed himself in the entire day at NCP office waiting for Rohit's return. When Sharad Pawar was asked about his party leader's statement on ED action against opposition leader because before elections on instruction of the ruling party, Pawar said, "It does not matter to us, we will fight against it." ED is probing a money laundering case against Rohit Pawar based on a FIR registered by Mumbai police in NSCB loan scam. Earlier, co-ops had filed a closure report before court giving a clean chit to those involved in the case. After CM Eknath Shinde formed the government along with BJP in 22, Mumbai police submitted an application before court stating they want to re-investigate Rohit and his MLA uncle Ajit in the scam. Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann categorically dismissed Wednesday the possibility of seat-sharing alliance with Congress within the India bloc for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, while asserting that AAP would secure victory in all 13 parliamentary constituencies in the state. देश में पंजाब बनेगा हीरो, लोकसभा चुनाव में आप से this. Talking about discussions held with AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal and party's Rajya Sabha MP Sandeep Pathak in Delhi last week, Mann said, "We discussed names of around 40 candidates for the 13 seats. There are 3 or 4 names for each seat and the party already has a sitting MP in Jalandhar. It will be taken forward by conducting surveys. Winnability will be primary criterion." Mann also commented on the West Bengal Chief Minister and TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee decisions to go solo in the parliamentary polls without any seat sharing arrangements with Congress. Talks might be on with her at some level, but in Punjab we are not doing any such thing. We have nothing to do with Congress, he added. However, Sandeep Pathak added a note of caution stating that the final decision of the alliance for Punjab is yet to be made by the party leadership. Right from the start, the local units of both AAP and Congress have been saying that they don't need an alliance. The state leaders have their own aspirations. The committee will give its recommendations and based on that, the senior leadership will take a decision, he told a news agency. Congress local leaders in Punjab opposed any alliance with AAP for the Lok Sabha polls in the state. They voiced their opposition at the party meeting presided over by Congress Punjab Chief Devendra Yadav. At the meeting, Sarpanch and party workers recounted facing false cases allegedly devised by the AAP leaders, questioning the feasibility of joining forces. In a show of hands prompted by PCC General Secretary Sandeep Sandhu, all leaders expressed the dissent against an alliance with AAP. Congress leader Pratap Singh Bajwa emphasized the urgency of addressing issues within the party, drawing an analogy to needs swift removal of slavage, a major limb. BJP on Wednesday said TMC chief Mamata Banerjee's decisions to contest the Lok Sabha polls alone is a sign of desperation and that kneel to the India bloc of opposition parties. Unable to hold her political ground, Mamata Banerjee wants to fight all seats in the hope that she can still be relevant after the polls, said Amit Malviya, BJP's IT department head and party's co-in-charge for West Bengal. In a major setback to the opposition India bloc, Banerjee has earlier in the day announced that her party, one of the key constituents of the opposition alliance, has decided to go alone in West Bengal. Much against her desire to emerge as the face of the opposition alliance, no more ever proposed her name. Her several trips to Delhi to build a national profile did not work. She just could not hide the blood of post-poll violence and rid herself of the now-sitting string of appeasement politics, Malviya said. An embarrassed Mamata to save face pitched for Mallikarjun Kharge, ruling herself out in the process. She realized, despite her bluster, that she had no currency in the opposition camp and had been building ground to snap out the long. But the fact is that her announcement to go solo comes just before Rahul Gandhi's circus arrives in West Bengal is a death knell for the India alliance, he added. BJP national spokesperson Nalin Kohli said it is a paper alliance and Banerjee comments have made it clear that it has no clarity in its agenda and no leadership. Congress accused the Modi government of hypocrisy is in awarding Bharat Ratna to late Karpuri Thakur while denying his model of social justice by stalling caste census, a reaction that mirrored the comments of the ally RJD of Lalu Prasad over that of JDU that has expressed gratitude to BJP for the honor to the backward class icon. With Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's fresh positivity towards BJP in the wake of the award triggering renewed speculations about his future moves, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge is learned to have written to the Bihar allies inviting them for Rahul Gandhi's rally in Purnia. The public meeting to be held as part of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra on January 30 would become evidence of the durability of Bihar Grand Alliance that includes RJD, JDU, Congress, CPIML and other left parties. The latter have gone to Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad Yadav and Dipankar Bhattacharya among others. Though the Bihar allies have already been invited earlier, the new request for their presence from the Congress chief appears aimed at removing any possible grievance from the partners that they were not treated with respect. French President Emmanuel Macron will on Thursday begin his 2-day state visit to India from Jaipur, where he will hold a meeting with PM Narendra Modi to deliberate about bolstering bilateral cooperation in areas ranging from defense, space and civil nuclear to the Indo-Pacific before arriving in Delhi for the Republic Day parade, where he will be the chief guest. Modi will receive Macron in Jaipur and two leaders will also participate in a roadshow. They will visit tourist attractions like Amer Fort, Hawa Mahal and Jantar Mantar. The 1.5 kilometer roadshow will begin at Jantar Mantar and end at Sanganeri Gate, where the two leaders are expected to have a brief chat over tea. The fact that this will be the sixth time that a French leader will be chief guest at the Republic Day celebrations, more than the leaders of any other country, underline the significance India attaches to the strategic partnership with France that remains unmarred by any sticking point. Macron will be accompanied by a high-level delegations that will include Foreign Minister Stephen Sojourn and Armed Forces Minister. The leaders are expected to discuss international issues like the conflicts in West Asia and Ukraine. Some progress is also expected in ongoing negotiations for mega defense deals like procurement of Rafale marine aircraft and Scorpion submarines by India. Apart from the Jaitapur nuclear power project, the country is also working on establishing a partnership for low and medium power modular reactor or small modular reactor and advanced modular reactors.